TikTok's got quite a serious problem on its hands, and that is OnlyFans creators transitioning over to TikTok to try and promote their OnlyFans, obviously to make themselves a hell of a lot more money, and to do it through rage bait. Now, if you don't know what rage bait is, it's like clickbait, but basically the user will get you so enraged that you have no choice but to interact. You comment, you share it, you like it, I don't know, maybe you like it, you view it multiple times to make sure you've heard what you actually thought you've heard. And this obviously boosts someone in the algorithm, which means that they get pushed a hell of a lot further. Now, one person in particular who has taken this to the next motherfucking level is Bonnie Blue. Now, Bonnie Blue has been blown to notoriety off the back of some very odd behaviour, right? So she's got this hobby of sleeping with barely legal, that's how she uses it, barely legal uni students. Now, you may remember, she went around uni halls and slept with as many barely legal 18-year-olds as possible. Okay, and then she was like, oh, I'm going to have sex with the most amount of people within 24 hours. And people literally queued up outside her house with ID to go and sleep with her. And I think she ended up sleeping with 100 guys in a night, which was absolutely insane. And she's like broken records. I'm not sure if it's a record that you want to break, and it's not one that you go and tell your parents about, but she's broken records. And yeah, like I say, she's gone on to be pretty big. So her real name is Tia Billinger, right? Or Billinger, I'm not sure. She's 25 years old, and she's from Nottinghamshire in the UK. Right, and she gained significant attention over on TikTok and OnlyFans by engaging in controversial activities, notably filming sexual encounters with young men, particularly university students. That's where this all started. Now, you're probably wondering, why would someone want to do this? Why would someone want to ruin their reputation by doing something as outlandish as this? Well, it's for the money! Dollar, dollar, bling, bling, right? Because she is reportedly earning around £350,000 per month off the back of this, and her net worth is approximately £3 million. Now, you're probably wondering, where the fuck have you plucked those numbers from? Well, I can tell you where I plucked those numbers from The Sun. All right, it's not exactly the most notable source, but, you know, it's a source nonetheless. But, yeah, it's basically, she's gone on to create this quote-unquote toxic trend. And over on her social medias, you know, she talks about this all the time, and she talks about how she's going to be sleeping with barely legal teens and all the rest of it, right? So only on the 6th of October, she put this little shout out to all the uni students that she slept with.
Boys, here's the update. I slept with 37 uni students in one night. I took virginities. I took 23 guys in one go, and my gosh, I enjoyed it. Okay, boy.
Literally, it's stuff like that, right? Her TikTok is just stuff like that, talking about how she absolutely loved it. And the trainer's out today is the next one.
Got countless guys lined up, ready to us. Oh, how many shoes are you guys counting? Wait. Whoa, these are all the guys. There's more in there as well. And Bonnie.
So yeah, you can see there's literal people queuing up to go and sleep with her, right? And now she's like talking about going over to Australia. But the funniest part is that Australia have like caught wind of this, and they don't even want her, right? They're doing everything that they possibly can to not get her in their country to do this whole like sleeping with as many guys as possible, as they have rejected her work visa. So this is work for her. She earns money from this. So she can't go over there and do what she does without a visa. And they've been like, nah, we don't want any part of you in our country. We don't want that stain on our society. Get the fuck out of here. And they're like, no, you're not having your visa. So she's all like, oh, well, what am I going to do?
I looked so sweet and innocent, and as soon as we got to the bedroom, completely different. He has left a very good handprint mark on my arse, and I'm just so excited to share the videos with you all.
So there you are, promoting her OnlyFans. Obviously, she can't post it on TikTok because that stuff will get absolutely ruined. But then she like does more rage baity stuff where she like goes out of her way to like get paid actors involved. Because obviously the whole idea is this whole barely legal schoolie, right? Schoolies is what she calls them. Barely legal. You know, she talks about how they're barely legal. They're like 18. They have to queue up with IDs to be able to get in. And it's just weird, man. But she did this one where she clearly got just a load of paid actors to say that they were going to sleep with her so she could keep up this rage bait. Because the more that you like rage bait, the more popular your videos become. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment.
Okay, so I've been so busy bonking students, and now it's time for the dads and the older brothers to have a go. So dads, are you ready to bonk me? Yes! I am one lucky girl. Okay, so
It's so weird, man. It's so weird. Like, it's just, like, people do this all the time, and it's just uncomfortable. But what I mean by this is she's got 16.1 thousand followers, right? Which on on TikTok isn't loads. But her videos get hundreds, if not millions of views, right? Hundreds of thousands, I mean, or millions of views. And it's just her talking about how she's going to sleep with as many guys as possible, all right? And it's just weird. And it's all of this rage bait. It's because people are commenting, people are sharing, people are distributing the videos to more and more people. So the algorithm absolutely laps it up. And it's like, yes, this person's clearly doing something right, even though she's doing something very, very wrong. But like I said, it is making her a lot of money. She went on a podcast and she states that she's on track to earn around 4 million this year alone.
£1,000 a month.
Yes.
Where are you at now?
I've just hit $500,000 this month.
Surely not, really.
Yeah.
You have made 500,000 this month alone on OnlyFans.
Alone by sleeping with uni students and virgins and dads for free.
And
Yes.
you think that's gonna go up in the next months?
Yeah, like it's only gonna, like, I was expecting a drop. So when I last spoke to you, that I just had a big increase. I was expecting a drop, and that drop has never happened. It's just continued to increase.
So how much would you say you're like projected to earn this year?
It'll be between like 3 to 4 mil. So it's a lot of money.
Strictly just from OnlyFans.
That's the only thing I do is OnlyFans. Yeah.
And you don't even do everything that the other OnlyFans girls do. You keep it quite basic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's basic.
It is.
£1,000.
So there you go. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm all for someone making money, and I'm all for them doing it in the way that they feel comfortable and however they want to, right? Don't think I'm like knocking this person because she's a woman. More power to her for making money. If she wants to make her money in this capacity and she's able to, fair enough. And you know what? It's actually a safe way of doing it, I suppose. I mean, like, you know, the adult industry is notoriously like bad. So you got like the likes of Mia Khalifa, who was one of the biggest adult stars in the world. And she, like, in like the 4 years that she was in the adult industry working for that companies, she only made like $12,000, I think it was. And now she's making that a day. Now that she's like on her own doing it on OnlyFans and stuff like this. And, you know, as long as it's safe, I'm sure, you know, people are happy. All right, because nobody wants to be unsafe doing stuff like this, and, you know, no one wants to get paid a pittance for using their body. But obviously, it brings in the question of ethics, right? Yes, these people are legal, uni students, but is it ethical to be sleeping with barely legal teens, like in this capacity? And also, I'm not being funny, but who is lining up to go and sleep with this person? You know, like, people are genuinely like in queues to go over. Now, obviously, like I said, so this content creator, Bonnie Blue, has had her visa cancelled after she stated that she wanted to go over to America.
Hey Karens, I thought I'd give you an education. If you are sleeping with someone that's of legal age, consenting, and not under the influence, that is completely fine. Just because you don't enjoy it does not mean your sons don't. And are you just wanting to strip away independence from 18-year-olds, or would you like to raise the age of consent? Because what I'm doing is completely fine. Or I'm happy for you to send the government to come and join me and watch what I'm doing in the bedroom, because that would make a very hot video.
Ugh, it just gives you the weirds, doesn't it? You know, like, I don't know. I mean, she says there it's completely legal, it's completely fine, it's completely, you know, like, it's legal. That's what she says.
Okay, so it's no secret I have a hobby, which is pleasuring barely legal 18-year-olds, and I cannot wait to be doing the same in just 3 weeks' time, and it's going to be in Surfers Paradise. Okay,
so there you go. She says that she's going over to Surfers Paradise, but then it has been reported, obviously, like I said, that her visa has actually been declined.
Content creator Bonnie Blue, who'd been offering her services to, quote, barely legal schoolies, has had her Australian visa cancelled. 7 News understands the Department of Home Affairs made the decision because the British woman was advertising the fact she was going to work in Australia despite being on a 12-month visitor visa. Blue has stirred up controversy on the Gold Coast over her plans to invite young school leavers to film with her. Adult content creator.
And that's another thing I completely forgot about, is the fact that she like posted videos of people who got their results on results day, right? And were like, you know, did you not get the results you wanted? Don't worry, I can cheer you up. Here's my address. Come and bonk me, as she calls it. And then she's like, did you get the results that you wanted? Well, let's celebrate that by doing this. And it's like, what on earth is going on? I find it really bizarre. The whole thing is absolutely bizarre. And TikTok is rife with this at the minute. And the reason I bring up Bonnie Blue is because she is just kind of the figurehead for this at the minute. I mean, you know, it's really weird. It's really weird. And, you know, her controversies has actually ignited debates about like consent, exploitation, ethical responsibilities of content creators in this like digital age. So it begs the question, what's your thoughts on this? As long as it's all legal and consensual, do you think that this is fine? Or do you think that this is something that should just not be happening on the internet? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump the hell out of that like button if you have gone on to somewhat enjoy or have been informed of something crazy. And let me know your thoughts. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.